Numbers don't lie, but they do tell a story. In the world of video games, most played isn't just a metric, it's a mark of a cultural phenomenon. Today, we aren't just listing titles, we're exploring the legacies, the mechanics, and the sheer scale of the 10 most played games of all time as of 2025. Grab a drink and settle in, we're going deep. Before we start, kindly like the video, share it, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing. It's free and it helps us a lot. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. Released in 2015, CD Projekt Red's masterpiece didn't just win Game of the Year, it redefined what an open-world RPG could be. Unlike other games where side quests feel like chores, The Witcher 3 treated every small task like a high-stakes short story. Why it stays popular. With the release of the Complete Edition for next-gen consoles and the success of the Netflix series, the game saw a massive second wind. Players are drawn to the gritty, morally gray world of Geralt of Rivia, where every choice, no matter how small, actually ripples through the endgame. It currently sits at over 50 million units sold, bolstered by a 2025 community that still debates the game's multiple endings. CD Projekt Red spent roughly $81 million to bring this world to life. It was a massive gamble that paid off, earning the company over $1.5 billion to date. Red Dead Redemption 2. This is one of the most expensive projects in history, costing an estimated $540 million in development and marketing. However, with over $3.5 billion in revenue, Rockstar Games proved that prestige gaming is big business. This isn't just a game, it's a living simulation of the American frontier in 1899. Rockstar Games spent 8 years crafting a world where horsecoats react to the cold, and NPCs remember if you caused trouble in their town weeks ago. Why it stays popular. Beyond the 60-hour tragic epic of Arthur Morgan, the game has reached 70 million copies because of its meditative quality. In 2025, many players log in just for the hunting and fishing simulator aspect. It is widely considered the most technically impressive open world ever created, setting a bar for realism that few developers have dared to challenge even 7 years later. This is one of the most expensive projects in history, costing an estimated $540 million in development and marketing. However, with over $3.5 billion in revenue, Rockstar Games proved that prestige gaming is big business. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Originally a Wii U title in 2014, this game defied the shelf-life logic of the industry. When it was ported to the Nintendo Switch as Deluxe, it became an unstoppable force. It perfected the easy-to-learn, impossible-to-master formula with its anti-gravity mechanics and vibrant tracks. Why it stays popular. Nintendo's Booster Course Pass added 48 remastered tracks over several years, essentially doubling the game's size and keeping it fresh for the 75 million people who own it. It is the definitive bridge between casual party gamers and competitive time trial pros, making it a staple in households worldwide. While Nintendo keeps development costs tight, estimated at $60 million, the game is a money printer, generating over $4.5 billion through its lifetime on the Wii U and Switch. Wii Sports. In 2006, gaming changed. You didn't need to know where the X button was, you just had to swing your arm. Wii Sports was the ultimate gateway drug for non-gamers. It included 5 sports: tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and boxing. Why it stays popular. With 82.9 million copies, its high ranking is largely due to being bundled with the Wii console. However, its legacy lives on in 2025 through senior centers, physical therapy clinics, and the Mii avatars that have become iconic Nintendo mascots. It proved that gaming could be social, physical, and accessible to everyone from toddlers to great-grandparents. Developed for a relatively small $20 million, it became a cornerstone of Nintendo's success. Because it was bundled with 100 million consoles, it indirectly fueled billions in hardware revenue. PUBG Battlegrounds. Before Fortnite and Apex, there was PUBG. Based on a mod for ARMA 3, it took the Battle Royale concept from a niche idea to a global obsession. 100 players, one island, and a shrinking blue circle of death. Why it stays popular. While it has 75 million paid sales, its transition to a free-to-play model and the massive success of PUBG Mobile in Asia have pushed its total player count into the hundreds of millions. It offers a more tactical, milsim, military simulation experience compared to its cartoonish competitors, appealing to players who want high tension. Realistic gunplay. What started as a modest $5 million indie project skyrocketed into a titan, earning over $13 billion, largely thanks to its massive mobile dominance in the East. While it cost about $100 million to launch, Epic Games now spends hundreds of millions annually to keep it fresh. It has been worth the investment, earning a staggering $42 billion since 2017. Fortnite. Epic Games took the Battle Royale formula and added a building mechanic that changed the skill ceiling forever. But in 2025, Fortnite is less of a game and more of a digital theme park. Why it stays popular? It has evolved into several different games in one: Fortnite Festival, Rhythm, Rocket Racing, and Lego Fortnite. With over 500 million accounts, its brilliance lies in its live service model. Every few months, the entire map changes, new mechanics are added, and massive IP crossovers, from Star Wars to Marvel, keep the game constantly trending. While it cost about $100 million to launch, Epic Games now spends hundreds of millions annually to keep it fresh. It has been worth the investment, earning a staggering $42 billion since 2017. Grand Theft Auto 5. Released across 3 console generations, GTA 5 is a miracle of longevity. The single-player story followed 3 protagonists in a satirical take on Los Angeles, but the real star is GTA Online. Why it stays popular? Rockstar Games has updated the online component for over a decade with massive heists, business empires, and car collections. With 215 million copies sold, it is a financial titan. Even as we approach the mid-2020s, the RP, roleplay, scene on Twitch keeps the game at the top of the charts, as players inhabit lives as police officers, paramedics, or shopkeepers within the game world. It cost $265 million to make in 2013. Today, it has earned over $9.7 billion, making it the most successful entertainment product of all time, outselling every movie and book ever made. Minecraft. Minecraft is the ultimate digital Lego set. It offers 2 primary ways to play: survival mode, where you fight monsters and manage resources, and creative mode, where you have infinite blocks to build anything from a small dirt shack to a 1:1 scale replica of the Eiffel Tower. Why it stays popular? With 350 million sales, it is the best-selling game of all time. It's used in schools to teach coding and architecture, and its procedurally generated worlds mean that no 2 players ever have the exact same experience. In 2025, its massive modding community and Redstone engineers keep the game evolving far beyond what its original creator ever imagined. Created by one man for almost nothing, the IP was bought by Microsoft for $2.5 billion. Since then, it has earned over $4 billion through game sales and its marketplace. Tetris. Designed by Alexei Pajitnov in 1984, Tetris is the most perfect game ever made. The objective is simple: rotate falling blocks to clear horizontal lines. It's a game about order versus chaos that appeals to the human brain's natural desire to organize. Why it stays popular? Between the original Game Boy version, the hundreds of millions of mobile downloads, EA and Play Studios, and modern hits like Tetris 99, it has reached over 520 million people. It is the only game on this list that has remained virtually unchanged for 40 years. It transcends language, age, and culture, making it the undisputed heavyweight champion of the gaming world. Created for $0 in a Moscow lab, it has become a multi-billion-dollar franchise through licensing, mobile downloads, and over 520 million copies sold across 4 decades. From the simple blocks of Tetris to the sprawling plains of Red Dead, these games have defined our lives. They aren't just software, they're memories. These 10 games represent the pinnacle of our industry, from $0 indie projects to half-billion-dollar epics. Which of these have you spent the most time in? Let us know in the comments. Consider liking this video and subscribe kindly, it only takes 3 seconds of your time. See you in the next one. Bye.